It's 1975 and you're watching the Hardy Ferodo 1000 and you see this. It's a LH Torana SLR5000. You think to yourself, I need that car in my life. You immediately set a course for your nearest Holden dealership to place an order, but the dealership informs you that the car you saw racing at Bathurst was not just any SLR5000, but one with a specialized option pack referred to as L34. So, let's go all in with the detailed specifics on what's in the L34 option pack. Caution: this isn't for the casual car enthusiast, but only for the ride-or-die Holden Torana extremists. The LH Torana and the sporty SLR 5000 variant was released in March 1974, but Holden required a circuit and track racing version to keep up with their eternal rival, Ford. So, Holden put together and packed for the SLR 5000 to turn it into a killer on the track. This is known as Option L34. Let's go in hard and deep on what makes the L34 different from the SLR 5000, starting with the engine and working our way back along the drivetrain. The engine serial number, prefixed HZ. Piston displacement is 5,074 cubic centimeters, or 308 cubic inches. Compression ratio is 9.8 to 1, nominal. Research octane rating is 98. Taxable horsepower, SAE, is 51.2. Brake horsepower gross is 240 HP or 170 kilowatts at 4,800 RPM. Pound-foot torque is 315 at 3,000 RPM. Torque Newton meters is 407 at 3,000 RPM. Displacement brake horsepower over cubic inches is 0.78. And displacement brake horsepower over liters is 47.6. To the cylinder heads. With the valves in place, the combustion chamber volume is 2.0 cubic centimeters. And with the crankshaft torsional damper, retainer plates added and dual timing mark, with the main bearing material being Clevite F770 with the lower bearing groove. Flywheel weight sits at 22 pounds or 9.97 kilograms. Camshaft drive is a duplex chain with tensioner. Piston type is solid skirt slipper with flat top with a diameter of 101.460 millimeters over 101.537 millimeters. Connecting rods have strengthened cross-section with increased diameter bearing cap bolts. The oil pan has anti-aeration and anti-surge baffles added. The valve train has inclined push rod operated overhead valves. Pressed steel non-adjustable rocker arms featuring needle roller pivot bearings. Engine oil pressure is 17 psi at 200 RPM with the pressure relief valve opening at 75 psi. Fuel static pressure is at 6.5 psi, or 44.8 kps, nominal. Inlet manifold has water heating deleted. Carburetor is standard SLR 5000 but with the automatic choke replaced with a manual link. Air cleaner has the air preheat deleted. Radiator cooling fan has a blade diameter of 14.75 inches with an option for a larger 15.5 inches. All sitting behind a standard L34 heavy-duty radiator. Distributor is Bosch, which was reworked by Repco. It is a dual contact type with 4-lobe cam and centrifugal advance only. Transmission is 4-speed manual M21. Gear ratios were first 2.54, second 1.83, third 1.38, fourth 1.0, and reverse was 2.54. The exhaust system had an exhaust manifold consisting of 4 individual tubular steel pipes for each cylinder head, terminating in flanges. Dual exhaust pipes with individual mufflers, balance tube, and tailpipe complete the system. Mufflers are reverse flow with resonant chambers. Now on to suspension, brakes and wheels. The heavy-duty F71 front suspension option is fitted as standard to the L34 option. Steering knuckle was revised to suit 11-inch diameter disc brake. Rear axle was a Salisbury limited slip with recommended 2.78:1 ratio, or optional 3.08. Anti-surge baffles were fitted to the axle housing. The heavy-duty rear F71 spring option is fitted as standard to the L34 option. Brake system was 4-wheel hydraulic with dual master cylinder to provide separated hydraulic systems to the front and rear. Front disc brakes were 10.88-inch diameter with integral hub and ventilated with single piston sliding caliber. Rear drum brakes were cast iron with steel centers. Brake adjustment was automatic. The park brake was left foot pedal operated application and dash mounted knob release, with a parking brake warning lamp. Working of the park brake as follows. Foot pedal applies mechanical pull on rear wheels through pull and ratchet mechanism via equalizer and cables, while the hand-operated dash mount knob releases pull through twist and pull action. The L34 also came with a dual ignition system. A basic characteristic of the standard 8-load distributor and contact breaker assembly is that the small cam dwell of the contacts reduces the effective flux build-up in the primary coil winding. Under high engine revolutions and load, sufficient sparkling voltage may not be available. To overcome this possibility, the L34 option has a dual ignition system fitted. This system consists of twin contact breakers actuated by a 4-load distributor cam, used in conjunction with 2 independent ignition coils. The rotor button and distributor cap are designed to accept 2 independent high-tension inputs. The breaker plate is arranged so that each coil discharges alternately, thus allowing double the time for the flux build-up in the coils. The result is a high voltage reserve for extreme load and speed conditions. The position of the spark plug leads in the distributor cap does not give us the firing sequence of the plugs because of the twin contact rotor button. The engine firing order remains 1, 2, 7, 8, 4, 5, 6, 3, even though the lead sequence in the cap is 1, 5, 7, 3, 4, 2, 6, 8. Lastly, to the exterior and the interior. The L34 had a number of deleted features separating it from the standard SLR 5000. These were the rocker panel black paint, the front fender black paint stripes, the front and rear bumper bar rubber strips, and the rear valance black paint. The added exterior items were the bolt-on front and rear wheel flares. With the interior, the only changes were the deletion of the floor console and the rear compartment floor mat. So that's most of the upgrades and changes to take an already amazing sports machine, the Torana SLR 5000, to the next level into the giant-slaying L34. This was an option pack which was really beyond simply a pack, but rather a completely new car in performance levels. In this short introduction to the L34, we only covered about half of the mechanical upgrades and changes. Now you know, the Torana L34 was not a toy but a true muscle car equal to any around the world at that time. But even today, these small sedans are hard to keep in check on the roads. Let us know in the comments section if you have ever owned one of these cars. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe to be notified about upcoming clips with more interesting info.